Greetings from London. A lot of us fancy ourselves as good bathroom singers. I have no idea what song Mr. Rahul Gandhi sings in his bathroom, that is, if he sings at all. Maybe he hums that melodious hit of all times, Bichhde sabhi baari dekhi zamane ki yari. If he sings that classic song from the cult 1959 classic film Kangaski, it would be perfectly understandable. There is a message in that song for the Congress party. One by one, the stalwarts of the party, or as the die-hard congressman would say, the rats are leaving a Congress ship. The recent exit of Ghulam Nabi Azad is case in point. The man who was a die-hard Gandhi loyalist left not whimpering or quietly, but with a big bang. His shock exit, and even more shocking exit letter, highlights a political reality of the current state of the Congress party. That much is clear to everyone. What is not clear is why the Congress party has developed such a big leaking hole. I suspect somewhere the Congress party is suffering from what I call the Kangaski fool syndrome. I will talk of all that in a minute. But first, let me welcome everyone to a fresh episode of the CAA Show. CAA, as all of you know, is Conversations and Analysis. And my name is Juggi Bhasin. To join our show, press the big red subscriber button on your screen, and subscription is, of course, completely free. So, what is the Kangaski Fool syndrome all about? The 1959 film was a technical and emotional masterpiece, but it was a complete failure at the box office. And the reason the film bombed was that the central theme of the film was unconvincing. The entire film was based on the edifice of pathos and pathetic reality. The premise of the film that the world is ruthless and an unfeeling world forces the protagonist to drink and ruin, and eventually his demise found no takers. The plot mirrors the state of the Congress party. Blame your misfortunes on everyone else, including an unfeeling world. The Congress party's state of being is based on the pathetic principle that this is a party of freedom fighters and leaders who have sacrificed all for the country, and therefore it is entitled to be and behave the way it does. How dare anyone question the workings of the party, the competence of its present leadership, or even dwell into political soul searching what is going wrong with the party? It is almost as if the party has shut the doors on any kind of introspection. It has frozen in time to its halcyon days when it called the shots, and ossified into a lumbering, poor-sighted, unsteady creature that can at any moment crash to its feet. And anyone within or outside the party who questions the state of affairs is ostracized by the party, by party insiders, some of whom, as current revelations show, are the security detail of Mr. Rahul Gandhi. And if anyone questions the about to be toppled, half deaf, half blind giant, then blame it on the machinations of the BJP, or better still, an ungrateful world. And what is even more amazing is that a relatively young person like Mr. Rahul Gandhi endorses this pathetic state of affairs. You would expect younger people to be the agents of change. But no, never it is in the case of the Congress party. Trapped in the past, lumbering on in a brave, new, changed world, mouthing old socialistic, so-called secular slogans, the party does not have a clue what the people of India really want now. Only today, a report in the Hindustan Times told us that in a new nationwide survey, more than 90% of the people have become fiercely nationalistic in the country and support Prime Minister Modi, who has brought about this massive change. Indians are prouder of their country than any time they have been in the past. It is almost as if the real DNA of us Indians is now on display for the entire world to see. The Congress party does not understand this, and how could they? Sonia Gandhi, despite her acquiring an Indian citizenship, still cannot feel the pulse of the ordinary Indian. If anything, the Congress Party, through its policies and rule over the past decades, subdued the nationalistic urge of Indians, and the BJP, when its turn came, simply opened the cage and the real Indian stepped out. Blame this tectonic shift on an ungrateful world as a Congress party is inclined to do so. But it changes nothing. Baari, every right thinking congressman will desert the party until the people at the helm realize that parties must change to incorporate the will of the people. People don't change. And that is a lesson lost on the movers and shakers of the Congress party. And so, on this note, I come to the end of this episode of the CAA Show. I hope you really enjoyed this particular episode, and if you like a show, do subscribe to us. And on this note, it's goodbye and cheers from my end.